Well, hello there all you absolutely magnificent people, and welcome back to another episode of An Ecologist Plays, where we talk about nature while playing games. Now we are back in Empires of the Undergrowth. Man, oh man, I have been enjoying this series so much. And well, we are heading into the second last mission, and well, the last story mission. We are going to be doing Last Mound Standing. And this time around, we are going to have challenge mode on. Oh, it does say here that a greedy giant lives nearby, and it's very good at digging. I do believe I know what that is. So let's jump right in, shall we? Alright, and here we go, starting as the large harvester termites.
Macrotermes, bellicosus, termite king and queen are one of 3 reproductive pairs that founded colonies here. Vegetation is less abundant on the savanna than in the jungle, and with these 3 mounds being so close to one another, there isn't enough food to sustain them all. Eventually, 2 of them will be outcompeted.
Okay, so we are going to face some very stiff competition here.
To make matters worse, a huge emperor scorpion is nesting nearby, and this one is particularly adept at hunting termites. Its immense pedipalps are the perfect tools for bulldozing through reinforced termite mound walls. Similar to leafcutter ants, Macrotermes are fungus farmers. Dead plant matter is first harvested and eaten by the workers. This initial digestion provides little in the way of nutrition, serving mainly to churn and mix the plant matter with fungal spores. The fecal substrate is then excreted and sculpted into an energy-rich fungus comb to be fed to the rest of the colony.
Okay, so that is very, very interesting. It's not all termites that will do this, but there are quite a few species that will have this. They are basically fungus farmers, as the narrator also there mentions. Now let's just quickly grab some food out here while it is nice and calm. We don't have a lot of enemies yet, a lot of predators out and about. But yeah, so basically we've got our storage chamber here with the lignocellulose that we are putting down. So basically dry plant matter like we harvested over there. Dry leaves, dried twigs, those types of things. Then we've got our fungus chambers over here. Hello everyone, this is Future World popping in. Just to quickly say that regarding the fungus that the Macrotermes termites actually cultivate, it's very interesting. The Macrotermes bellicosus that we've got over here, they, during their nuptial flight, actually have some of the fungus in their crops. So when they start new colonies, they actually take some of the old fungus from the old colony, they fly off with it, and then they start their colony with that fungus. The other species of Macrotermes that are also fungus farmers, they first establish their new colony, and then workers accidentally ingest the spores, basically like the seeds of the fungus, in the landscape while they're looking for food. And then they bring it back to their nests, and then they happen to cultivate that. So it's very interesting. These guys actually brought the fungus with them, but not all Macrotermes species will actually take the fungus with them when they start a new colony. All right, back to past world. So the dry lignocellulose will be taken in by the miner workers over here. They will digest it, partially at least, because in their gut they do have some microorganisms, some protozoans for example, that are very good at the whole digestion thing of breaking apart cellulose and lignin as well. Lignocellulose, very, very tough to actually decompose or break apart, so they need the protozoans to do that.
Termite raiding Matabele ants are active in this area, and given the abundance of termites here, the Matabele are unlikely to exercise restraint when pillaging any one mound.
Okay.
The threat of annihilation from both starvation and predation will set these otherwise amicable termite colonies against each other.
Yeah, so we are going to be facing the Matabele Ants as well. So it's very, very funny. I mean, for me at least, it's very cool that we've been playing as the Matabele Ants, and now, well, we are playing as the food source of the Matabele Ants. Really great to actually see the other side of the coin as well. There's the king as well, the king, termite king popping out. Here's the termite queen, of course. She's just laying a whole bunch of eggs. We are just going to make a bunch of major workers here that can really do the stuff they need to do, collect the plant matter, and soon we are also going to start putting down some soldiers as well in a moment. So I think let's actually start doing that, shall we? Okay, we are going to have to put down some miner workers as well to really break down the lignocellulose. As long as the miner workers are in the nest here, these little guys over here, they will be breaking down the lignocellulose. I mean, there they go, they're eating it. There's a major worker again. There's a minor worker. They've eaten some lignocellulose. It's in their gut now. It's being digested. They're going to poop it out over there, and then the fungus is going to grow on it. So there we go. We've got enough food for two minor soldiers, which will now help defend us against things like the earwigs. So the soldiers here, they're not going to be gathering food. The workers, on the other hand, they're not going to be fighting. Okay, we've got enough food to place down 2 more minor soldiers over here. And then we're also going to start placing down some minor workers. There, our first little one.
Will fight to the death.
Our first enemy, the earwig over here, it has killed one of our soldiers.
The raid is imminent. They're heading straight for the northern mound.
Aha. Okay, we're going to have to use our workers to finally defeat this one little earwig. Which was a bit of a problem, but there we go. Okay, soldiers coming along again. Thankfully, the Matabele Ants are first attacking the northern mound, so that is great for us. It does mean that technically we could grab some of their food while they are busy, but I don't think they'll be busy for long. I mean, I think they have already... Yeah, there goes the last Matabele Ants. So now I guess these workers and soldiers are going to come out and will actually be attacking us while we are feeding on their food. Okay, some more soldiers. More minor workers to do the things in the nest. Oh dear, okay, there is, in fact, a tiger beetle, of course. Long spindly legs. Now, in arid regions, long legs like these are extremely valuable because the ground here heats up tremendously. When the air temperature is like 40 degrees Celsius or so, the ground here could be 60 degrees or up. Almost warm enough to start frying an egg. And if you have your body very close to the ground, you could potentially be in serious danger. If you are an ectotherm or a more cold-blooded creature like the insects here are, your body temperature will be similar to the temperature around you. And if you are running around on the very hot soil over here, well, you may cook a little bit. So one of the adaptations that a lot of insects will have that are running around in hot, arid areas like this, they've got very long, spindly legs that they can raise their body higher off the ground. Now that also serves a second purpose, and that is that long legs allow the tiger beetle to run very, very fast, which is really awesome. So they're ferocious predators, fast, and they can raise their body quite high above the ground. Of course, if they want to heat up a little bit, they can lower their body, and then they can just heat up more quickly. That's quite cool. We'll talk about it again, I'm sure, in some other game. But for now, we are basically screwed by that tiger beetle over there. So it's basically daytime in any case. I think let's head back into the nest, shall we? So yeah, the tiger beetle...
As the midday sun scorches the savannah, the termites should go to ground. Out in the open, they won't survive for long.
Alright, so it's time for us to go back in here. Let's grab a bunch more workers. Alright, and then another minor soldier as well. And then let's go over here and let's actually clear this area right over here. I'm not sure when we are going to start facing the Emperor Scorpion that's going to start digging in, but I'm guessing it will be soon. So we've got to start building up our numbers. Okay, it's getting hot outside. That's fine. We are inside. We are in no danger. We can actually just grab more food here. Where can we clear next? I think let's actually also grab this area over here. Let's start clearing this. More earwigs. Of course, you can see here the earwigs not using their Circe in the back there to actually kill us. They are using their mouth parts to bite us. They can use those to pinch us, but generally they would use their Circe rather to fight one another
Just as
than to attack
harvesting
us.
operations resume, the Matabele begin their approach. Tonight they raid the southern mound.
Okay, so we are still fine. We are not currently under attack. Except, of course, by these guys over here. The massive earwig, that one did use its Circe to actually pinch us. And we are using our major workers now also just to help fight a bit. Okay, great. That has been cleared. And now what we can start doing again is heading outside. Oh dear, there is something. Is that a stink ant or is that an emperor scorpion? That's the question. Okay, I'm not sure. So let's just be on the lookout and keep a weather eye on the mini-map there. But we can also head outside again to go grab more food. So let's just get our soldiers to come out first. Then the workers. Yeah, we are going to have to make sure that our workers are protected. Oh, our food stores are actually full. So let's get a bunch more workers and some soldiers. And let's also start increasing the food stores a bit. Oh, there's even an alligator sawback scorpion already here. Now, I do believe we are going to be up next. Ooh, goodness, I don't think we're ready for the attack by the Matabele Ants. I just realized we are up next for that. Let's start digging out this area a bit and plop down our first major soldier. Ooh, something is here. Oh, something. Oh, it's a scorpion. It's a scorpion. Oh, goodness me.
The Emperor Scorpion has breached the nest walls.
Oh,
the
goodness.
soldiers will need to mount a formidable defense to stand any chance of seeing it off.
Oh, my word. Okay, there it goes. Okay. Okay, so it's gone. That's
The Scorpion
good.
has left, but not before it ate heartily. It will return.
That is quite vicious. That was a bit bigger than I thought. Okay, we'll talk about it when it inevitably attacks again. We're going to start making some more major soldiers here as well. Really get into the groove of getting some soldiers so that we can actually defend ourselves properly. In the meantime, our line of workers bringing back food to the colony. And of course there is a big earwig trying to intercept our line or trying to attack our line here. But that is why we've got our soldiers here. And that's exactly what termites will do when they have their vulnerable workers running around there. You will find soldiers, generally not right there with the workers, but very close by. And as soon as there is danger, the termites will bump against the soil. They will send vibrations through the ground. And a lot of soldiers will rush to the location where they are under attack, where the workers are under attack. And the soldiers will also headbang to try and attract other soldiers. Oh, here we go. We are
Like clockwork, the
Under
Matabele
attack.
have returned for their tribute. The raiding column is bound for the central termite colony.
It's our turn. Okay, we're going to get our soldiers up over here. I should actually have made the major soldiers a little bit closer to where we are supposed to be. So here we go. We've got a medium-sized raiding party coming for us. And they are going to
Termites must defend themselves.
annihilate us quite badly here. We're just holding our ground for now, and then we are falling back, and then we'll attack whatever comes through to this side. We're mounting a defense. I wouldn't say it's a great defense, but we are mounting a defense. We have killed a few. We have killed a few, so that's nice. Unfortunately, a lot of those will be rehabilitated, and we did not push back enough. So they'll definitely be back to raid us at sundown. Okay, so now let's start upgrading our minor workers here so that they can actually digest the lignocellulose a bit better or faster. That's going to be very, very, very useful. And I'm guessing it is going to start getting hot very, very soon, so we're going to have to retreat back underground once more. Okay, it is getting hot. Let's head back, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go home. Yeah, there we go.
The termites will fight to the death.
Okay, I'm not sure what we're fighting. Oh, we're fighting a tiger beetle. Yeah, you guys are just... I don't know. You want to die, I guess. We're fighting both the tiger beetle and sunstroke. Okay, we only lost the two that were fighting there, so that's alright. Acceptable losses. Now, it is time to continue digging around in the nest here. So let's bring out our soldiers. Workers, you guys can come and collect some food here. Okay, so let's quickly talk about the impact that termites actually have on the local landscape, because they are extremely
The day
important
is drawing
creatures.
to an end, and under the crimson mantle of twilight, the
Here we go.
Matabele march forward. They will strike at the northern mound.
The northern mound, so it's not our turn. That's great. We barely succeeded in doing better than the northern mound, so the northern mound is unfortunately under attack. Well, unfortunately for them. Fortunately for us. We're going to steal some of their food. Alright, so let's talk about the importance of termites in the landscape, because they are extremely important. They create these massive mounds. Now, not all termites will create mounds like this. Some of them will actually create smaller mounds, and some of them will create subterranean nests, which really are not above ground at all. They don't have these big chimneys. But a lot of them will have the chimneys, especially in arid regions. They tend to have that. Ooh, stink ants? I think stink ants are also on their way. Oh, they're going back. Okay, gonna have to keep an eye on them. Okay, looks like they are heading back again. So with them foraging like this, though, they are taking a whole bunch of food from other areas, from further away from the nest, and they're bringing it back to their nest. So they're bringing it to one spot. This basically enriches the soil around the termite mound. It's a nutrient hotspot. So some plants really grow very well right around termite mounds, where there is a lot of nutrients. Okay, we've got to also use some food to actually create a few stuff here. Also upgrade our minor workers. We'll upgrade as well. Okay, it looks like the Matabele have been repelled successfully, so let's bring our workers and soldiers to this side a bit. soldiers, just to get rid of that earwig. So the nutrient hotspot, really, really important for a lot of plants growing in this area. But, I mean, also, these guys also have a lot of calcium and phosphorus in their exoskeletons. So when they die and decompose, the area around this nest will also increase in phosphorus and calcium. And both of those elements are basic or alkaline. And that creates a potentially hyperalkaline, calcium-rich environment around the termite mound. In some cases, there's so much calcium that it actually forms lumps of calcium-cemented rocks called calcrete, which is basically just soil and little pebbles held together with calcium carbonate, which is amazing. That's how abundant the calcium is around the nest, around the termite mound. Really, really amazing. So they alter the biochemistry of the soil. They also, of course, their tunnels will allow more rapid water infiltration. When it rains, water will fall and then filter through all these tunnels that they have. So they change the biophysical characteristics of the soil. Now, something tells me we need to get ready for an attack by the Pandinus Imperator. There we go. It is coming back again. The Emperor Scorpion just walked in through there.
The Emperor Scorpion is back.
It is.
The Queen must be protected.
Let's attack it as best we can. So this one here is a juvenile Emperor Scorpion. And yes, as mentioned in the comments of the previous videos, it will be using its stinger a little bit more readily. The adults will actually rarely sting. But the juveniles, they will use their stinger a little bit more readily. Okay, we have successfully repelled it. That's great.
The Scorpion's hunger is sated for now. It will likely be back tomorrow.
Okay, so there it wanders off again into the desert. So it doesn't actually stay in our mound. Very, very interesting. It lives somewhere else and then it comes in and attacks us. And of course it, oh, there we go. It lives right over there under that rock. Finds a nice protected area to remain hidden during the daytime. Scorpions generally do come out at night. So that is, of course, when you are most at risk of being attacked by the scorpions. If you are a little termite or anything wandering around in the landscape. We're just going to quickly repel these other termites
from
here.
Rival colonies have met in battle. Soldiers will no doubt be attracted to the commotion.
And as soon as the soldiers come out, here they come. We are going to go back. We've just, poked the termite mound a little bit. Sometimes it's fun to do chaos like that. Okay, we actually need to upgrade our food storage a little bit. We can actually get more fungus stored. Our fungus chambers must be increased. And we need to plop down a bunch more soldiers. We really are getting quite a few nice soldiers here. But I think what we also need...
It's breakfast time for the Matabele. They have selected the central mound for their morning raid.
Okay, guys. We're going back into the colony. All the workers, all the soldiers come back here. Yeah, there's a nice big column coming along here. Workers, you guys can come and collect food over there. Yeah, soldiers, stand and fight. Stand and fight. So the Matabele Ants here, the scouts have found the nest, and now they are coming in to raid. And here they are, we are just swarming out. We're trying to do our best to do better and have a higher score than the southern mound, so that we are not attacked next. Oh, we're doing quite well there, I must say. We are doing quite well. That is marvelous. Okay, so enough soldiers to actually repel them. They, of course, do grab some termites. Okay, that one is carrying an ant. I thought it was carrying a tiger beetle, but no, it was carrying another ant. And there we go, a whole bunch of dead ones. So, workers, you can come out again. We are going to quickly feed. Now, I'm guessing that soon there will, in fact, be one of the termite mounds will be eradicated. That will then allow us to actually go and feed on their food without having to worry about all the soldiers in the area.
Is baking in the midday sun.
Not quite baking yet.
Insects ill-equipped to withstand the high temperatures will fall victim to heat stroke.
Basically, us as termites, we are going to suffer from heat stroke. Okay, we need to get more minor workers in the nest as well. Oh, there is a praying mantis over there. Oh, I don't think we should take that on. If it comes any closer, though, we are going to, of course, defend ourselves. So the reason... Oh, there we go. And that is right on cue. It's getting hot. So the reason why we can't stand out in the sun is because, I mean, look at these little squishy white bodies here. Okay. We are also, stopping, not for a snack, but stopping to attack. But these squishy bodies here don't contain a lot of sclerotin. It's not protected against the UV radiation, so they will die if they're exposed to the sunlight for long. So the sclerotinized bodies would actually be better suited for survival in the sun. At least for going out into the sun. Now, let's grab more food that is actually underground. And there we go.
The sun is set, and without fail, the Matabele launch their raid. They will arrive imminently at the southern mound.
Okay, so they're heading to the southern mound. That means we can actually come and take some of the southern mound's food. Because they're not here to defend against us. Instead, they are defending against a horde of Matabele ants that's coming through here. Alright everybody, so place your bets. Which colony will be wiped out first? The southern mound or the northern mound? Let's see who's right. There are also a bunch of stink ants, it seems, tunneling around, so we've just got to keep an eye on them. I'm going to just send some major workers to the king and queen just to protect if these guys do come through, and they are coming through, I think. They're probably going to come through. Then at least we do have some soldiers protecting against them. Oh, these guys have actually defended very nicely. Oh, there is a sawback scorpion coming along. Oh, there's a big one over there. Oh, goodness me. Let's actually get a bunch more minor workers over here. Also, attack this sawback scorpion, this small one. They're also trying to get onto the tail and bite it. They're doing quite a good job. There we go. Killed another scorpion. Another one bites the dust. Okay, no food over there. Let's actually grab the food over here. I was just thinking the scorpion should be on its way again, and here it comes. Oh, goodness me.
The Emperor Scorpion has returned to feed. It must be stopped.
Okay, here we go. Come on, soldiers. Do your thing. Oh, yes. Mount your defense. So, of course, mostly using their pincers over here to actually crush our termites, but they will occasionally sting as well. Interesting, there we go. I was just thinking this one does not sting, but there we go. It does actually sting quite nicely right on cue there. So I find it very interesting though that this one is not actually staying within our nest. Oh, it's almost dead. It's almost dead. Wow. That went far better than I anticipated. That is marvelous. Okay.
The brave termite guards saw off the scorpion, but they haven't seen the last of it. The colony must replenish quickly.
But that is where we will be ending today's episode, everybody. So thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new as well. Also, just reminded to go and vote on the community tab of this channel to say whether I should go for the anesthetist or the fast responder for the Formicarium challenge that is to come. So yeah, let's see. At the moment, it is a very, very close race. So let's see who wins by the time that I record the next video. Of course, next time on Tuesday, we'll be carrying on here, trying to be the last mound standing. So fingers crossed, everything goes well. Of course, on Sunday, Nick and I will also be streaming Enshrouded, so come and join us for a nice relaxing stream then as well. And until next time, everybody, stay safe. I'll see you all soon. Bye.